afternoon. It's Lana here for another Schoolhouse for Art conversation. I hope you are well. I hope you are finding time to be creative. Today I have the honour of having an Instagram live chat with a recognised living master, Charles Miano. Charles Miano will be joining us from his studios over in Florida today, and he is very, very kindly giving us some of his time before his classes start, because it is 9 a.m. over there. It took me a while to get my head around the time difference, but he is going to be joining us live. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Charles over the last few months, because we are going to be bringing him over to run 2 weeks with us in August. He'll be doing 2 workshops, 2 5-day masterclasses in August out in the new venue at Schoolhouse. So one will be on figure painting and figure drawing, and one will be on portrait painting. They'll both complement each other, so you can join separately, but you can obviously do the 10 days if you have the passion for it. I know it's going to be exceptional. Charles runs a very successful school over in Florida, and I know today he is going to be sharing a lot of what he does and how he does it. He is a lovely, lovely gentleman, as well as a jaw-droppingly talented artist. So let me see if I can get Charles online so we don't waste any time and get as much conversation with him as we can. It's lovely seeing everybody join us this morning. Thank you so much. Let me see. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you today?
I am good, pal. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I want to put my earbuds in. Let's see if I can hear you any better.
Let's see. Testing. Is that any better?
You.
I can hear you too, so that's good. That's a good start. Yeah, good start.
Yay! We got live.
We are live
on Instagram.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. We are about to start a big day of drawing and here at the Academy, and students are coming in. I'm excited. We are always so excited. Each new day we get to have a live model and draw. So yeah, I can't wait. How's it going over there in Ireland?
It's going good. It's going really good. I think anybody who's joining us from Ireland is looking forward to a long weekend. We have a bank holiday on Monday, so we have a 3-day weekend ahead of us.
Wow.
So,
oh, great. That's very nice.
Yes. So I know that will be on a lot of people's minds. They're all excited for the first summer 3-day weekend.
Nice. Nice.
I can see all those stunning casts hanging up there behind you.
Yep, this is our cast wall. We have lots of casts. I love to be inspired by them. You know, they have wonderful, it's a wonderful reference for antiquity and for classical art, and how artists translated life into art in the past, and we can learn so much from them, you know.
Yeah, you have such a passion for that sort of classical training and the art atelier style. What is it that's kind of drawn you to that?
Lana, I just ever since I was a kid, I just felt like I was born in a different century, I guess. So,
okay.
And also being Italian, visiting Italy really inspired me, and also I've just always been drawn to the old masters. You know, you put some modern painting next to a Rembrandt, I always go for the Rembrandt for some reason. So yes, I've just been my heart is just drawn to the classics, and also so much to learn. I wanted to learn to do that because of my interest, and I didn't know you could learn how to draw like Michelangelo or Leonardo. So I really began an investigation and a study toward that classicism, and over the years, just keep growing and learning, standing on the shoulders of past masters rather than trying to reinvent the wheel, so to speak.
And because you do have that passion for teaching as well, and I know you talk about teaching those traditional principles.
Yes.
What do you see as being the real traditional pieces that help determine whether it's a classical or a more modern approach to your teaching or what you're teaching?
Well, I'll tell you what. I always think about what Rembrandt said when he said that nature is the only master. So the idea of just looking at nature and seeing how the light reveals nature, that can become a whole purpose for an artist's approach, and actually for an artist's life. Our whole purpose can be simply to discover nature, look, for instance, at the figure, the personification of the natural world, and learn from nature. So, and Leonardo, all the old masters, that was their goal, that was their intent. And so it's a little bit different from, it's just only me, only my expression. That's what's important. Mm-hmm. So my view is I try to adopt a philosophy that revolves around simply a translation of the natural world, and try to impart that into my work. And I use very primitive materials as well. A burnt stick of wood, charcoal is all you need. Human consciousness and what you're inspired by, that certainly has been something that continues to motivate me in my work.
Yeah, I wonder, is it so the way the classical, like the old masters would have approached things, was they didn't have cameras or like photographs or the options for photographs as readily as we do now. So they really tried to capture things as specifically as they could, and there's some kind of a beauty in that sort of brings out that the classical nature of what they've done, and then so to do that again now with such a modern approach.
Yeah, they use different tools, but at the same time, you have to realize that we are much more advanced than even what technology is today. So in terms of human consciousness and our perception, and not only that, but our feelings and being in tune, and our eye-hand coordination, motor function, we are so advanced, and how we see is very different from how a camera sees. Mm-hmm. So we try to show folks that we try to teach people how to see. And that becomes a big deal. How do you see? And we know that light reveals nature. Everything's in darkness except when there's light. And we kind of pursue that idea of chiaroscuro, the light, and coming from the dark. And that's something that a lot of times modern technology can't capture, along with everything else that influences you when you are drawing or painting. For instance, not only is it what you see, what's impacted upon the retina of your eye, but it's also the idea of how you're feeling that day, the sleep you had last night, how much sleep, the room, who else is in the room, what's influencing the atmosphere of the room, the light, and there's so many different things, time, all of these elements can go into a work of art, and that's what makes it a work of art.
Yes. And I think all of those things go to your passion again on nature and how that influences the artist and what they're doing, because it is all the natural environment around them is still going into that canvas or the surface in front of them.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, technology can be used, but it should always be used to head toward the idea of nature, and how we see, and these are just tools.
Yeah.
But I find I'm a very old-fashioned kind of guy. I just am drawn to representational art, and I feel it's a language, a holistic language that we can use to communicate. So that's what we pursue here at Miano Academy.
I love that. I'm talking about language. There's a word I wanted to ask you about called sprezzatura.
Oh, yeah.
Can you elaborate? You said it a sprezzatura style. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correct.
Well, yeah, sprezzatura, it's just an Italian word. And basically what it means is, you don't want to look like you're fussing too much, but you still want to have the goods. You still want to have command of your craft,
Okay.
And so, yeah, you could even dress in a sprezzatura way, where very nice clothes, but you don't want to look like you fuss too much about it,
I like it. Yes, I like that.
So a little bit of looseness in there.
Okay, and I know you refer to the Golden Age palette for your workshop. Is that can you share a little bit about that, or what that is?
Sure.
Because I know it'll play a big part to the workshop.
Yeah, well, I'm really looking forward to coming to Ireland and to visiting all of you. That's going to be amazing. Yeah, we're going to do figure drawing, and then I think week 2, painting. So portrait painting. So yeah, I use a palette that you can, that is very like the Dutch old masters, and there is a richness and warmth to it. A lot of paintings today are influenced, obviously, by Impressionism and modern colors, right, that you buy at the store, which is almost a pastel-y kind of cool bluish. Everything's blue. Everything's very cool and cold colors. I personally, it's just my preference. I'm drawn to warmth, and I'm drawn to warm colors, and so in that Golden Age palette, they really emphasized, the kind of warm light effect that you would get. And for me, that kind of draws me to the painting, and it's very inviting, So that's what we're going to be using when I come to do the workshop.
Some of them remind me of that moment, say, in movies where they open the treasure chest and there's like this like golden hue around them, and it's like, it nearly sings when you see it. The one we have of Yolanda, is it? With the blue eyes and the blue dress, beautiful red lips.
Oh, sure, yes, yeah. That's one of my paintings.
Yes, yeah.
You're talking about?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. A little sketch of Olga. Yeah.
It's beautiful sketch. I mean, that's stunning.
Thank you.
I know people, well, they can see it on your website, but it's the one that we've used to kind of caption the portrait painting masterclass.
Ah, yes.
But yeah, there's that lovely golden, you can see it, in your work, that lovely kind of warm light effect.
Thank you.
I know that you have your class shortly, so I want to be mindful of time, but I would love if you took us around your studio, your school, while we're here.
Sure.
I'm sure
we'll
try and grab more time another day, but while I have you this morning,
okay,
it would be lovely to see what you've got going on.
Absolutely. So let me show you. I'll show you just a little bit. Let me see here. Let's turn the camera here around, and you can see there's our cast wall, and you can see some of my students, their work here, and the work they're doing. This is just charcoal and white chalk drawing. You can see the level of accuracy and detail that our students are pursuing. Let's see, there's some on the floor here, some
Wow.
bark drawing and cast drawing here. I know there's a little bit of a reflection, difficult to see,
That's okay.
but
I love that they've even included the hook that the cast was standing on or
oh
hanging
yes,
on.
there it is. There's the
It's
hook.
just, yeah,
So we're after what's
beautiful.
called light effect, and so we really want to get that glow of light in the painting, and here are more advanced students doing their, some of these this picture won in a big award for Art Renewals Center. Was a finalist. We do master copy and all kinds of fun stuff here at the studio. Here's one of our artists working on her still life painting here, and in mid progress. I hope she doesn't mind me showing everybody a couple of her color study and value study, which is what we'll do in the workshop when I come to the studio. So yeah, we are excited, and let's go back to the library here. We're excited about it. We have a show coming up, so the studio is a little bit out of sorts, and
it looks wonderful.
We're prepping for it. So there's a little taste of what we've got going on here.
That's amazing. For anybody who's considering joining you when you're here in Ireland in August, what should they expect to see or to participate in?
Well, we're going to do a lot of drawing, and I like to draw freehand. So, just going straight at it, building our confidence. We'll start off with some easier stages so that folks can get accustomed to the technique, and we're going to learn Miyano method, which is very, very step 1, step 2, step 3, and you'll get something out of it. You're going to learn not just to do a great painting or a great drawing during the workshop, but you're going to learn the skills, learn what to practice, so when I go away, you can be able to practice these things and get better and better as you're learning. So that should be so much fun.
Yeah, I have full faith that they will. When you see the level of work produced from your students over there, teaching as well as art seems to come naturally to you. You seem like a very generous, giving tutor, artist with, all of the imparting all of your wisdom, not holding anything back for yourself.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, because I always hated it when I'd go to teachers and they would be hiding something. So if you're studying with me, you're going to get everything, and I don't hold back anything. So I feel like this is a craft that we can all benefit from, no matter what level we're at. We can just be starting out on our journey, or we could be an advanced artist. Doesn't matter to me. I think all of us can benefit from traditional drawing, traditional painting, in different ways too, not just in, I'm producing a fantastic work that's going to go in the museum. It's more about the actual practice of it, and when you're growing, you're expanding new pathways, neuroplasticity in your brain, and it's good for you. It's good for your health. It's a meditative thing, and so it's more than just the results, but we do get the results. This is a byproduct of our practice, and I think it'll be very enjoyable no matter what level you're at.
Yeah. Do you find, before I let you go, because I am conscious you've got a class to start, do you have time to continue your own practice, or do you find you're teaching a lot? Are you working on anything at the moment?
I am teaching a lot, but I am working on some things, and I always have paintings going, and portraits, and figures and drawings. Um, but I'm very fortunate, that this is essentially being an artist as a lifestyle, and I feel very grateful to be able to do this. And so whether it be teaching, whether it be pursuing my own work, I try to strike that balance. However, I've been getting a lot of invitations to travel around the world. I'm going to be teaching. I just got back from Alaska, which was an incredible trip and very, yeah, and it was what a wonderful group of artists up there. And we're going to be going and traveling out west here in the States, and I got an invitation to Italy coming up. So I have to balance it out with how much can I actually do with at the same time being able to do my own work. So
well, I love the I've even just gone into a little meditation now, like listening to you, and I do feel like it will be an amazing experience to work alongside you for a few days. I think people would learn a lot, and the discipline of classical training is very patient and considered, and there's a lovely pace to it. And then under your tuition, I really think that people will get a huge amount from it. We're really looking forward to having you. I'm delighted that you will take the time from your busy schedule to come all the way over to Ireland. It will be an absolute honor.
Oh, well, it's an honor for me, really. And yeah, it's something where you're going to really feel good. It's good for you when you're practicing, but it's also expressive in a way. And as you know, my work isn't just kind of classical, but it does have a kind of an expressive nature, which is me. As much as I want to draw like Raphael, I'm just Miano.
Yeah.
So it's something where you're going to come out no matter what, So
well, we share a passion with the Atelier method, and we're excited to be developing our Atelier Academy over here. And I know you've been very generous with your helping us make some decisions over here. So I'm looking forward to getting a bit more, having more chats about that in the future. So it's lovely to share.
It's fun to see your place. Yeah. It looks amazing. Yeah. And anything I could do to help, I'd be happy to. Well,
you're having this chat with me this morning at 9 o'clock your time, 2 minutes before you're to start a class is even more than we would have expected.
Yeah, we still got 8 minutes before we start, so.
Oh, well, you're very, very so kind. I want you to at least be able to take a breath and settle into your space before you give all of your time to those very lucky students you have working alongside you today.
Oh, well, thank you, Lana. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Yeah, you too. You're so kind and you're so talented, and we're delighted to have you on our schedule and to be working with you in a couple of weeks' time.
I cannot wait to get there. It's going to be so much fun.
It really will.
Have a blast.
We will. I will talk to you soon, and you enjoy the rest of your day. And I was delighted to see so many people joining us this morning. There's lots of very wow, amazing, my favorite artist, I can't wait to visit you messages coming up along our chat today. So lots of kudos being thrown your way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Charles. I really appreciate it. And thanks to everybody for joining us for another conversation this morning. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Lana.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Great. We'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. Chat soon. Thanks so much. Bye.
Ciao, everybody.
Ciao.